What? No, I can coffee for sure.
Okay, show me a quick image of your model that you want to model.
I don't know. Lecturers het langs my help my met werk. Maar ja, ek is nie happy nie. Lewe maar net. Ek weet nie. Ek weet nie. Jy kan kom luister.
Ah, there it is there, yeah.
Okay. Kom maar goed gaan. Bye. Start met jou goed op. Ja. After my later, bye. So I have like 5 different accounts and it's grabbing photos.
No worries. Yeah, I'd use your university one because at least you get unlimited.
Space.
Yeah.
My personal one is
Full.
now.
Awesome. Yeah.
Screaming at me at every moment of my laptop. You're 111%. Okay.
How's it going? Go to Google Photos.
It's taking me the wrong way around. No. My brain's not working.
No worries. No worries. Is it this photo over here, maybe?
Where?
Was it this photo here?
No, that is from like the beginning of the year, our first month it's ever made.
Okay.
Just sign it.
Yeah, you can just press cancel for now, that's fine. Ah, there we go, there we go, there we go. No, but this is good. You've been keeping track of all your stuff.
I don't remember where I put it. It's on my personal account. I don't know.
Do you have any sketches here we can look at?
This one or the other one. I don't know that. Okay.
Sure.
Go.
I'm just going to pause streaming this. I might have to edit this video sometime. No worries. I'm just going to switch off the screen here quickly. Streaming. I'll cut this out. I'll edit the video once. Yes, what the hell was this thing?
I will be leaving.
We just adopt that culture that the Asians use, which is who's sick wears the mask. That's exactly what they do in China. If you are sick, you wear a mask.
Yeah.
That's just common. Japan, same.
There you go. Okay, don't play just
Maybe wear a mask, bro.
No, mine is less deadly.
Okay. No comment. Like I just decide it's less deadly.
There we go. Go back. There it is. Okay, yeah.
Can I download?
Yeah, just download that photo and just keep that photo for me, yeah.
I'm gonna make a folder on my desktop then.
Do you want to use Format for this or SketchUp?
I know SketchUp,
Okay.
but I don't know, the thing you showed me last week about where you can make a new work plane, I think that's really helpful
Yeah.
in Format. I tried going from SketchUp to Format, but I couldn't get the
That's fine.
export thing.
Okay, so just grab those couple photos. So watch this. I'm going to grab. So I'm just going to open this photo quickly. This is yeah. Let's grab that one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's all I really need. Okay. Okay, just put it on your desktop for me. Photo 1, yeah, save. That's good.
I didn't export it as well.
No, photo zip, yeah. Yeah, then you can minimize that. That's fine. Cool, you can go to, yeah, open that up. Great. Extract all. And just leave it there, and then we'll use that as a reference. Okay. Okay, I'm going to quickly, I'll take control for a sec, and then we'll just quickly run through these photos and see what's going on. Okay, cool. All right, so you've got a shape that does that. Okay. Okay. Right, so you've got a shape that goes up.
There's a video as well.
Yeah, I saw the video. Yeah. So this will go around, and then flop over.
Yeah, it goes around on that side, goes into the ground, and the other one comes out of the ground. And
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
goes
So let's go to SketchUp quickly. Is it this here autosave? I'll just open this guy. Was the one open? Let me just see,
The other
maybe.
one was open.
Oh yeah, let me just go to that one rather. Let me go to that one. SketchUp. Oh, there it is there. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of this stuff for now. You've saved this, eh? Yeah. Okay, now.
Can we make a copy?
Hey,
Can we make a copy?
we'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this guy. This is going to be a, so let's just create a face. And I'm going to use this face. You'll see now, this is going to be like, it's going to be quite organic what we're going to do. So I'm going to create, let's just create quite a long one. And I'm going to street this up. Spacebar. Push pull. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a shape. And all that you've got to do is you've got to break this thing up into, SketchUp will take, you can get plugins to maybe help you do more of that organic kind of stuff. But this is actually just creating, you just create a series of shapes that you then cut away what you don't need. Okay, so you're going to grab these edges. So grab this edge. And I'm going to use the copy tool. So C, M for move and control. And if I drag it to the end and I say divide by 12, you see what it does? It breaks this face up. I'm going to do the same in this direction. Move, control, and divide by 12. This is never going to be 100% perfect. Okay, but you're going to make a long part of it. Then what you do is you start line. You then create the shape that you're looking to create. All 3D software is doing this to a degree. Okay. And let's go to there. I'm just doing this very quickly, okay. Go back to there. Go back to there. You'll see that it'll cut this into different. Now, Exactly that. You can now use the erase tool and get rid of the faces that you don't need anymore. You can get rid of, oops, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff here because technically I don't need this stuff anymore. You can also use the push-pull tool when you get closer to these edges. You can push-pull these out. So maybe that's a better option for now. Because then you can just get rid of... Yeah, it gets the width.
Memorizes the width.
Yeah.
You can double click on it.
So I'm going to get rid of this one. Yeah, so... Yeah, there we go. There was just a back face here, which I should have maybe... Yeah, I see it hasn't quite worked there. So let me just quickly go back and do... Let me just use the push-pull tool for most of them. That's going to help. Okay. So grab that guy, push-pull. Okay, so you're going to use the push-pull tool.
Shortcut is speed.
Yeah. Okay, double-click, 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 double-click. These ones you can also just around here.
Just select them after you can delete them.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to punch out... Oh, see now I've broken the chain of command. Now, you literally go and cut out what you're looking for very quickly. And I mean, this is... that's fine. You come on. Yeah. So now, come on. Good. There's a lag with this. Okay, now we can get rid of the ones that we don't need. So here, so there's a bit of a lag with the internet, so that's why it's giving me a bit of an issue here sometimes. Okay, now you create the shape that you're looking for. Now what you can do is you can actually use, and I'll make this a group. I'm going to put this in a group. Okay, so it's easier to control when you need to kind of shape this around. So you're gonna use this like clay, and you're gonna shape it around a bit of line work. Okay. Let's go to front view. Let's go to your cameras. Yeah. Camera parallel. Okay. So you've got this option that you can use first. So this is one option. Now you work with this like a bit of clay. Make this a group quickly. Make group, make group. Then you can start using the freehand tool to kind of sketch the shape that you're looking for. Then what you do is in the group, you can start moving these faces. I'll put this thing in the right location first. So move this guy. Then what you do is you grab these faces and you move them, and you can put them, it's just a camera view because we're still camera perspective. Now you put these, grab it at the bottom here in the middle as well. So grab the middle. Now you put the stuff where you need it. Then you shape this thing, and you see as you start dragging these shapes in. Sorry, I should just grab this whole, let's just grab this edge here.
Won't the follow me tool help as well?
You could do that. So maybe let's do that option rather. You could use the follow me tool along the path first. So create the path, then you divide it up, and then you twist and you move, and you get rid of the sections that you don't want. Because once you got the shape, then you draw on it. Then by what I mean is, so now you go and move these. Sorry, it's lagging so much. Internet's so bad. Cool. You can now grab the faces here, and you can start moving the faces. And now you go to the edges. Sorry, it is lagging so much. Yo, it's like I just want to go, you need some more tools here. I just want to quickly show you this as well. You need some more viewer toolbars. You want your display tool so you can see through your object. So you can say, there we go. You want to put this in wireframe mode. Okay, so now, and here I can go to side. Now you select all of these edges. Now you use the move tool. Now you can move these and you lock it on the Z axis. So lock it on use your arrow keys to lock it on an axis the whole time.
Yep.
Okay, so here you can move that. This takes a bit of time, but you can sculpt this quite organically. Okay, but I'll use the follow me tool, then divide the face up into a series of sections, and then, or what we could have done, so let's just go, let's do this route rather. Let's grab this guy, use the offset tool in this direction, create a line, and then use the push pull tool.
But it doesn't create a face.
You've got to create one more and then it will. If that doesn't work, what you do is you create a rectangle. Delete. So here, create a rectangle. Now it will. Delete that. And now you've got an internal, I should have. Control Z. Control Z. Push pull. And then you can get rid of the context. Okay. Now you can get rid of this. Delete. 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 Then you grab this top face. Why won't this thing close at the bottom? That's strange. This thing should. There we go. Okay, good. Grab the top face, move, control, and you drag this down, divide it by 12. Try and get a good number of divisions. What you can do now is you're going to grab this whole thing. You're going to activate, you see these edges here? So what you do is you go to, I hope it's on here, so let's just move this out the way. It's called smoothing. If it's not on here, there we go. So here you're going to pull this back. So what it does is it gives you all of these edges. Now you simply follow, you create that line that you want on that face. Okay, so now you're going to use, then when you're done, you just add smoothing back. Okay, so now you're going to use line. Here you're going to go and say,
this is quite a lot like Blender. Like with the smoothing.
Yes, exactly. So here you, look, and I know that it's difficult at the moment to kind of get this to work correctly, but you can cut away the stuff that you don't need. Okay, you can cut away. So cut away the shape that you want. So create the whole shape. Then you start morphing the edges away. So here you draw a line and you cut away what you don't need. Can you follow these little divisions? Okay, so it just means now that you can push pull. So push pull. You can start getting rid of these edges that you just have to get rid of. I'm wondering if maybe you must rather bring this back first. So switch off the smoothing. Bring back the smoothing first. So yeah, now let's make sure it's done it on the other side. Yeah. Now you can grab these edges. So grab the edges without the face. Select that. Now you can move, control, divide it by 12. Wait a minute. Shucks, I went 212. Oh, undo. Okay, but you see what I'm doing? I'm pulling that shape, then you can manipulate the edges and you can now start moving the things around. This takes, okay, don't go that crazy, okay, otherwise undo. Otherwise that will cause havoc. You can draw freehand on this face, so you can start there, but it's not going to be the same result. I would recommend that you use the line tool. I would actually use the line tool on the one side to try and get and use the divisions that SketchUp is giving you. Okay, so I wouldn't actually divide the surface up. I would now go and try and draw what you want to see. Okay. Then you can use the push-pull tool. Complete this first. Then you use that smoothing tool once you've completed this exercise. I might actually show you another way to get this more rounded. Okay. very rough, and then you can use P. Yeah, this P tool's not working.
I think it's because the lines don't match up on either side.
They're supposed to, because it's using sorry, this thing is, let me just try this one. Should do. I'm wondering if we, oh, this is going to be a mission of note. Line. Because the only other option you have now is to delete this face, delete these edges here, and then you project that line across. But no, this is not like a, just in Format you can just create a spline and then push out the stuff. Just take this line across here. Is there any other way now you're going to do this? Let's delete that. Delete, 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 delete. Actually, what you could maybe do, I know why, because these, yeah, let's just do this quickly. You just have to draw lines across here to connect to this face over here. Okay. So why did it draw a line from there? From there? Yes, but now this is going to take forever. It's going to be here till... Just think of
Would it
another
be
way.
easier to make it one face and then do the curve and
It
then
will.
push pull it?
No, but you still have to push pull individual faces.
No, but I think it would be easier to push pull individual faces and try to delete the
Yeah.
redundant
I'm trying to think how the hell we can. No, this is not that intuitive. SketchUp's pretty. I wonder if I show you how to do this in Format, and then you can make a call. Okay, let me maybe do that. Okay, I'm actually okay. Because maybe what you can do is you can use Format to get the tool. Do you have Format on your machine?
I do, but yeah, my sign-in thing is confused. I tried to sign in, it's not a sign in.
Just double check your account, your Autodesk account. Okay. All right. Let me just show you on mine. Because now, let me just show you on my computer. Let me just show you how I would do this. Because maybe this is a better workflow. Okay, so I'm just going to disconnect from your machine for now. Okay, I'm just going to think now. You're going to create.
Spot on me as well. This table is
Yeah, maybe something's happening here. Format. Let's go to Format. Format. Okay, let me just show you this quickly. Let me do this quickly. Very, very quickly.
Kun je nog graag komen?
Okay, ready when you are.
Dit gaan ek so na vir my want die SketchUp se lynwerk is nog heel fidgety.
Okay, so what Format allows me to do, it allows me to use a spline tool. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a series of other shapes because this is going to curve and go around and okay, so yours is going to start curving here and then it's going to divulge from here. So I'm going to make this a group. Make this a group. Okay, so let's make this a group. Then your other spline, so here I'm going to go here. Your other spline will start going out from spline tool. It'll start going out from here and it'll do something like that and then come back to this object. So I've got a spline here and I've got a spline here. Cool.
Just, okay, so it's,
That's to get that
but the splines are drawn on flat.
flat because I'm trying to create. Now I'm going to use some line work very quickly. So I'm going to say from there it's going to go up that much. There it's going to go up that much. There it's going to go up that much. Then here, this one's going to go up to, this is different. I'm going to explain now. Here it's going to go up by that much. Here it's going to go up Fine. It's going to go up by that much. Okay, so we're going to have a series of splines. The spline's going to go to here, then it's going to go in that direction, and then here we're going to have some shapes that will start connecting. Okay, it's weird, but you'll see now it'll make a lot of sense.
No, I understand.
This one, we're going to go up to here. This one's going to go up to here. This lines, these points, you can always go back and edit them to get them to the correct height. Okay. This should have been a curve, but anyway. It should have been a block, a group, so I'm not, anyway, but it won't affect what I'm trying to do here now. That's my highest point, and then I'll come back down. I'll come back down. And then I'll come back down. Come back down. Come back down. I'll come back down here to here like that. This point I can grab this vertex and pull it down a bit. Now I'm going to grab, yeah, the vertex, exactly. Now I'm going to create another spline tool. I'm going to make all of this a group. So there's a group within a group, because if you don't, it's going to start intersecting. Here I'm going to use my other spline tools. I'm going to click there. This is what SketchUp doesn't have. You could use the same workflow that I'm doing here now to create the form, but then extruding out the solid is going to be tricky. Okay.
Yeah, like I told about the line work, SketchUp is
It's very rudimentary. It's got good tools, but it's also not good. Now, you see what it's done? It's created a nice shape. So these ones are going to be vertical. But now, watch this. I'm going to use my axis tool very quickly, and I'm going to put my axis on this guy over here. Now I'm going to create a series of other splines, because I need to kind of get the shape that I want here.
Yeah.
Okay, now this axis tool, all I do is I drag this up to here. Guess what it does? It moves my work plane in the same direction now.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that's neat. Okay, now grab your spline tool, select there. Now you can try and get the shape that you're looking for. And then the last point, I'll try and snap. I should have created a line here, so let me just see on the Z-axis. Lock it down. Let's see if I can snap it. There. Good. See what I'm doing?
Don't I do it for every single?
Yeah. Grab. Then you just do the same workflow. I'm just going to use arc tools very quickly to do this, just so that you understand kind of what I'm doing. Okay. This might get a little tricky here, so we might have to use another arc there, for example. So let's just go back here, reset. I'm going to use my arc tool. Just going to speed this workflow up, but we're doing the same thing. So from there, anywhere there, I'm going to use this. This arc tool probably won't work as well. Snap it on the Z-axis, so we can kind of get what we're looking for. We see what it's done there. And you'll see it'll work perfectly in line. Okay. Likewise, just try and get it somewhere in line. Then you snap it on the Z-axis. See that? Actually, that arc tool actually works pretty well.
Yeah.
Do that. Snap it anywhere there. Snap it on that axis. Huh. So you could actually do the same workflow in SketchUp, and then you just start. The only problem is to try and join the things together. That's where the problem starts. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to explode everything. So all these groups I'm going to explode, and that's going to start making, so let's say explode. These things will start joining each other. These things...
Just be part of the group then?
Hey?
Shouldn't the arches then be part of the group?
No, when you explode it now, these things will start splitting up. They'll start splitting each other. Okay, this should have been split up. I should have done this maybe. Should have maybe done the arches now. Let me just do it now quickly. Sorry, it should have split the surface up. Just keep going. Okay, now. Yeah, this should have split this one as well. Why didn't it split this? What you sometimes do, Control X, edit, paste in place. Okay, it should have broken that up. Because it's broken that one up. Why hasn't it broken that one up?
Yes, that would explain when you explode it. It does. I understand that.
Anyway, it should have exploded. Let's quickly do this one again. I'll explain why. Because now it will actually, so if I create the spline tool now, because I've got this points in place, so it doesn't really matter. It'll actually, so maybe I should have done this last spline last. Endpoints. Let's go to that one, that one, that one. I'm just going to stop there. That's strange. You should have broken it up. Let's grab a line here. Very strange. It should have. See, it's not quite on that point there.
I didn't say.
Didn't snap. So that was my bad. I'll just create this again. So, create an arc. I'm going to use this blue axis, Z axis. So lock it on the Z axis. I'm looking for a curve like that. Now I'm going to grab a line from there to there. There we go. Line. You just have to simplify this. You can delete those. You just want to simplify because now, watch this. If I go to this command here,
What does that do? Make faces.
makes faces. Watch this. Now this face and this face. It's going to be, this is interesting. So it's going to be that face, and that face, that face, and that. There we go. There was a split there already, so that's why it's. Let me just use this tool. I want to close that. Sometimes.
That looks sexy.
There we go. Now this one, that of course didn't split that one, so yeah, I'll just make this again. Delete. So I want to go delete, but what's neat is I don't have to worry about that because check, this one will work. That will work. So here I'm going to go here.
The just software fills it in by itself.
Watch this.
That's very nice.
Now, to try and do that in SketchUp,
It's easier.
it's a bit of a mission, but you can export this straight back up to SketchUp. Can. All right, now, to make this thick, you might have to create another curve underneath here that followed if you want thickness, but what you can do is, I'll show you now, so you can select these edges and you can extract these edges. Okay, so you can copy these edges extrude, and you give it a thickness. Okay, all right, so you can close these faces. But you can see now, this is
Beautiful.
way easier. Okay, so here, if you want to start filling this in now, you can continue. Let's see if that was broken up. Yeah, now you just keep going. This is just going to be a pure straight, so let's say spline. So let's use this tool again. That should be broken up. That's strange. I would actually do the breaking up once it's done. Put the spline in first and then break it up. Now use line. There is an endpoint here. It doesn't want to snap on the endpoint there. That is strange. See if it's split up. Yes, these things. Switch off your grid as well. It could also be snapping onto your grid. So switch the grid off so you're actually not snapping onto the grid. Because that's also freaking annoying. Glasses. Switch off grid.
Can I take this into Blender and then add a solidify mod?
No, exactly that. Yes, in Blender you can now, and then you can pull it back as a DEM file. You know that.
Yo, I'll come back to you with that because I don't know that export things that well.
Let's see if it's split up now. There we go. Grab that.
Because in Blender I can sculpt it, but
Yeah, exactly. Now you can see you can get that. Then you add this solid. So what you do is you watch this. Export locally, DEA. That's what you use. Collada. Export. Desktop. I'll quickly show you very quickly. Okay. Desktop. Save. Blender.
Last night I tried it in Blender and then I got distracted because there's a new update and it updated automatically and then I saw the new buttons and I was like, ooh, what is this thing? What is this thing? And then I got distracted and I had to close
But
it.
in Blender, you can just go face, 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 face. You can create the shape quickly, and then Blender you can create. So that's your workflow. This will be easy now.
Yeah, no, I think I understand much better what you're doing because
Then
of
you,
the
once you've
Blender.
done it, you take it back to. Then you do your setting up in SketchUp because SketchUp opens these as well. Okay. So watch this. Delete. File import. Collada.
Okay.
Desktop. Watch this. Import. Voila. Tab. Now you can select these faces. Now you can go and you can add more detail to them. But you're right. Tab again, solidify. So add a, and then give it a good offset. Don't worry about the faces for now. It'll look a bit strange. It's just because you've got faceted faces, but check, it's done exactly what you wanted. Keep rim, so it keeps the rim. Now you just simply pull this back into File, Export. You don't worry about this Collada, Desktop, and you can replace this one, Export, Format, File, Import, Locally, DEA, Desktop. I can't bring it back. I might have to export it as a SketchUp or an OBJ. Oh, shit. You bugger. You might have to open up SketchUp first and then save it as a SKP file, and then Format opens it up as a. So let me just quickly. Why won't it import? Shucks. Why won't this thing import DEAs? Crikey, yeah, we're making this difficult. SketchUp. So let me just show in SketchUp quickly what you do. Okay, you're really using all three software now.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy starts SketchUp. Now you literally bring this back in, and then you bring it back into Format, because Format opens up SketchUp files directly. Okay.
So it doesn't need to be the same.
No, yeah, you don't even have to just literally save it from SketchUp Make. So you go to Import. I must say there might be a plugin. There we go. Import. Oh, it didn't give me that thickness. Let's just quickly see something.
Did you apply the modifier?
Probably not.
No, that would be different.
No, it does. Makes a huge difference. Fly, Export, Collada, Desktop, Export Collada, File. I might have to give it a new name. Oh, there we go. Shit, but it didn't do a really good job.
I think SketchUp makes the lines very, very.
No, it didn't make this a proper solid. You might have to, I've got a feeling in Blender, undo, you might have to make sure that all the dots are joined. See, it hasn't done a good job. Here,
Yeah.
tab, make sure that all of these things are, so go to, I've got a feeling that there's too many vertices. You need to make sure that the vertices,
Use a subdivision.
oh yeah, fourth, you see, no why. So what you need to do, select that, right click, you're going to go to merge vertices by distance, and you're going to make it quite small. So here you're going to go to distance, and you're going to just add a couple. Let's make it, yeah. Now make sure that you've only got one vertex. Yeah, now it will work. Okay, and that's a good tool.
What exactly did we do now?
I merged all the vertices because I made sure those vertices are one and not a lot, because it actually, so here, there we go, that's way better. Let's go to tab now, because we've really taken this thing to the next solidify. So here's the test now. If I go to, that's better. That's better. Now that's the way it should look. Okay. Now keep your rim. Okay, now that's way better. Now in tab, once you make this a solid, it's got automatic smoothing, so don't worry about that. So once you've got that in, okay, you're gonna go apply this.
You should select it first.
Tab. So now I was in edit mode. Apply. Now this guy. Tab. Now make sure it hasn't put a cap on that. So what you're going to do now is you're going to use this tool over here. Select edges. Alt. See what it's done?
Okay.
Fill. Why is it not doing this? Let me just check the modifier is not capping it for some strange reason. Solidify. Even thickness. Oh, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I should have not only rim, because it exports the rim. So my bad. Apply. Tab. That's way better. Let's see what it's done now.
Very clean, yeah.
Very clean. Now, file, export, Collada, take 4, export. Yeah, that one was a disaster. But you see it brings it in perfectly. Delete, file, import. Now, watch this. File, save. Yes, we really worked around here. But it's good to know these things. Trust me, it's good to know. Desktop, format, watch this. File, import, locally.
There you go.
So you could use both now. Even it comes in exactly the right place. Check that out. Now,
That's very neat.
you check, control everything, right click, and you use this tool over here. Voila!
Upgrades.
Cool. That was a workflow of nodes.
Yeah, no. But I like that workflow, jumping around the stock list. I love
No. But check how cool it's actually made it now. Because now I've leveraged the power of Blender, and look how well it's done it.
Yeah, that's much easier than push and pulling every single verse.
Way quicker. You can make faces like this. There is a tool how you can do this exact workflow in Blender, by the way. You create face, you go face, so this is just so that you know, maybe if you want to keep using Blender, add. See here, if you go to face, planner, where's my face tool gone now? No, it's because I'm in edit mode, that's why. Object, add, surface bar nodes. So what it does is, it puts in a preliminary node in here. I did add it. Oh, there it is there. It's very small. Delete that. You go into this guy. Tab. Now, you go to untab again. Select this guy over here. You must just make sure that your faces, if you go to active spline, it starts, endpoint, it starts with these. See what it does here? See, it creates this spline. Tab. Now you move these points. M. You move the points.
The shortcut is G. Scrap.
Yeah, and then you subdivide. You can keep adding. If you go Shift M, this gives you, because you want this handle. Okay, just if you want to learn a bit more of this. Now you just go and add the nodes that you want. Select everything, Shift D, duplicate it. Now you duplicate this. Now this is going to be a bit more. Now these nodes, you can pull these nodes now into a better. See what I'm doing here?
Subdivide it a bit more and then.
Yeah, watch this. Grab both.
Did you get that black interface?
Oh no, this is. Now you see it's created my face. Now you create more subdivisions. Now you're using this tool rather to try and give you.
Yeah, that's what I like about Blender. That's why I want to try it in Blender, because then I can select the top view and then pull it, and it doesn't make that weird thing SketchUp does.
Yeah, so you just have to add a series of these together. Now you can. You see what I'm doing? Then when you're done this, then you use your solidify. Cool. Done.
Great.
So let me stop doing that because now we've recorded this whole session. Cool.
Thank you.
Happy days. Guys, who needs help here? I'm going to have to use some power shortly. Let me just see what your problem is. Okay. you start doing is start up here, put the walls in it, put the floors in it. Okay. Then you need to go and edit stuff now. Now everything's connected. Now you've got a problem because now everything's connected. Cool. So can I just sit down for 2 seconds? Show you. But you're as well. Now, but that shouldn't be the sole reason. She's just proved that you can do very organic. Okay. Yeah. All you need to do now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of, so let's grab this space over here, Control X. I'm just getting rid of it for now. So some of these are my walls. Maybe I'll get rid of that one. Make that, make it a group. Just means now, now I don't have this problem. Now these objects are not connected. So it just means now you start working on the walls and it's the last tool. If you go to view, go to component, hard rested models. When you're working in it now I can quickly go and close this up. So now I'll just bring back some more tools and tools. Just together, stars, wireframe. I've got a whole video series on how to put this all together. Now, the goals is we've got a lot of back facing going on, meaning it's not going to be a solid. So, you can do very some place different. This again, watch this. 12x. Set how the models did it. So now that falls separate. Now you'll see that this one's not making more sense. You put these on layers so you can switch them off. So use your layers tool as well. So walls, control tray, layers. Add some of your layers here so you can put your walls on the layers so you can switch things on. It's just easy to now this can off. Let's just quickly show you how I can make faces. So right click, just place it. Just so that when I put a new thing, I'll work it. Okay. Now watch this. Select right click, set places with selection. So what this has done is it created a creative find out and get full. Okay. This takes a bit of getting your head around, but you'll see we'll start working passing that. Now we're going to start filling in the gaps here. That was too low, so maybe that's the line. So now what's neat?
So this is like
This is grab this top face. I'm using this as I move this down because it axis down. So I've copied the top face and the bottom face for you. And I will just go. No, that works. Let me show you. Now that I've got the bottom face, watch my top face makeup just and now created that whole. Spaces. I'll just put it back down to the wrong. So in this instance, I think that this is not come up with in these groups. Now check out. And if you're going to put some reading software, don't reverse the places that don't read places. Now, a full flip, but I can make a full read. I'll show you read. So you're laughing. So this is a graph mark shape right here. What it is? It's now shift this thing spaces. I think it's a section that's on the ground. It's just this section. So it's just going on. I've used the sheet. Just got lost. There's the rest.
Did you go that?
It can just help me to help me how I would model my configuration place theme. So it's a workflow between SketchUp, Filmic, and Blender. And you know all our software, so I'm having the best.
Are you on OBS?
This is his laptop and he's recording.
Oh.
No.
Now, you've got the rest of the stuff, you can use your tools now, but what's quite interesting, you've got shapes there, which I'm thinking let's grab this top face again. Center, I want to create my floor. We can, this is top face again. Control C, hit it, or I just usually do this stuff. So now make this a loop. Loops are your format and sketch are exactly the same thing. You see it even moves the axis. Now, if I want to create a forward, which is correct, then for here, no breaks on it to go down. So maybe there's the break from expand on it. This will come out here and look like a floor somewhere. Make it rough for now. Sometimes it does that. So select process with selection. Keep this face, delete. Now you can simply use the rest tool. Now, quick. Use your existing geometry. I'll show you how to create that to a. So now, this is the whole point. That's the keep working with layers. Keep it for layers. Exactly. Now, lock it on the z-axis. Cool. Yeah. So that was your region. This is your new shape. Okay, so get rid of the old shape. I'm giving you a nice fresh start here. Move this down. Grab it. Smooth this right. You can use the end twist on snap. So move this down now. That's up on the axis. So I already got your whole thing up. Okay. Now, we're gonna watch this. Grab this flex. First of all, use control. Watch this. This top face. This top face. Right, just use the scale.
I got flash right?
So I made it quite small very quickly. So you can chop. Are you happy? And it's solid. Okay. Now if you cut sections through it, you've got nothing here. Look, sometimes it does create little gremlins that you have to go and need to cut them close up. You've got to go and close up some of the holes sometimes. Okay, but it's done 99.9 G. Okay. So yes, there's little gremlins that you can get in there. Use this tool in your wireframes. You can sometimes see or get into reviews. So what I do a lot of the times, I use this images. Then I can go and see. Okay. You can also select this and hide recent models. So you can say how it's shown out. Select this stuff here, right? You can go to hide. Now, you can go to view, say show object. So in geometry, select the okay. But this is SketchUp. But then you could have just extruded the faces up and then made it smaller. But now you can use a construction line going up to points and then you can create the faces.
It sounds like
shut it down. I've got a feeling because the load shedding, these machines are taking too much.
So I did try shutting it down, but I didn't.
No, just keep the button down for 5 seconds. Sorry, man. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Guys, who else needs help down here? You two. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on you next, because that's complicated.